there. All right, Zachary, what's up, Zachary?
Good morning, gentlemen and lady. How are you?
Good, good.
We are great. We are wonderful. Thank you
That's
for
good.
being here.
I didn't join early this time on accident.
That's okay. We forgive you. This is fun. We had Zach on the last one, and he's back by popular demand.
Oh, really? Oh,
I guess.
At least some. It's like the movie The Mask when he's like, they love me. They really love me.
They do.
So Zach is a former U.S. Air Force special agent. I just want to call him a special agent. He's special agent, secret agent.
Very special.
Turned realtor. And during COVID, Zach and his business partner decided to add the perfect vertical to their real estate business, home services, and it's been one of the best decisions that they've ever made business-wise. And we're going to talk about solar.
We're gonna talk about everything, man.
No. We're talking about video games. You completely different one.
Oh, we can talk about video games.
Is he streaming on Twitch?
I have sold a house from somebody I met in a video game. That was a goal. I'm gonna sell a house to somebody I met.
Did you really? What were you playing? Call of Duty or something?
No, well, kind of different one called Squad, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so yeah, that was a goal, and I hit it, and I was like, I can't believe I actually accomplished that.
Happened. You were just like, somebody's like, man, what do you do?
I'm obnoxious. I don't stop talking about my business. At the end of the day, like if you're within arm's length of me, like you're gonna get a business card. I talked to a friend of mine, and they were like, Zach, we were cleaning out our master bedroom closet, and we found 12 of your business cards in various coats and shirts and jackets, and I was like, good, here's 2 more. Make it 14.
For every house you showed them, you gave them a card. Zach, we have a card. No, take another one.
Take another one. This one's for your aunt. This one's for your uncle. This one's for your friend, your family, yada yada yada.
So the moral of the story is we need to play more video games, Tristan.
That's it. All the video games.
That's what I was listening to.
Your tagline should be, I'm a special agent, not a secret agent.
That's it. Exactly. So, well, do you guys want to do Q&A or do you guys want me to dive into my slides?
Jump into your slides and we'll do Q&A from the slides.
Okay, let me figure out how to share screen on this one because I've never seen this.
I think there's a little screen plus button at the bottom there.
Boom. Got it. You guys can see my slides?
Got you. It says Revio, monetize your database.
Got a full screen here. All right, perfect. So, I came up with this idea a few years ago, the whole agent concept. And the idea behind the whole agent concept is I truly believe that real estate agents should be the linchpin of everything in a community. Our clients should be calling us, asking us, Zach, what restaurant should I go on a date night tonight? What daycare should we be taking our children to? Where should we be doing? And I feel like we as real estate agents have failed our customers and we failed our communities in not being the linchpin. We've gotten so accustomed to just buying leads from saying, well, you know what? This company's going to send me business anyway. I'm going to give them 30% of my commission and they're just going to send me these magic leads that fall out of the sky. But then what happens when those companies decide to switch their program, where you go from owning a zip code to them owning your database and them owning your entire business? And then next thing you know, you're not self-employed anymore. You're working for another company. And the idea behind this is that we are the center focus of everything. And your database is worth millions. It's worth millions of dollars in commissions as long as you're leveraging it properly, right? Everybody has an exit plan in real estate. Most real estate agents like, I'm gonna buy investment properties and then I'm gonna retire and I'm gonna live off the rental income. And then I say, how many rental houses do you currently own? They go, well, I don't own any. And I say, all right, well then that's a problem because you're 10 years in at this point. So let's talk about making more money on your database. So who can relate with this picture? You got a real estate agent, that for sale sign, running down the street, being chased by a bunch of people that want access to our database. It's all these people that are like, oh my God, you have a gold mine, you have a database, you have all of these homeowners, you have all of these people. For the love of God, let me leverage your relationship. And you're like, well, are you going to send them to me? And they're like, well, no, of course not. I've got 57 other real estate agents that I work with, and my mom has her real estate license. So of course I'm not going to send them to you, but I want you to pay me, like give me money, help me feed my family, but I'm not going to give anything in return. That's not reciprocity, right? That is them taking and taking and taking from us. Oh, did I? Sorry about that. That was a 11 o'clock typo last night. I got 4 kids. It's rough in this house sometimes, right? And so, at the end of the day, it's not reciprocity when people are constantly taking from us and they're not actually giving anything in return, right? And then we start feeling like Neo, right? We start looking like Neo in the Matrix. We're dodging these people, asking us stuff. We're avoiding them. We're not going to the networking events. We're not sitting there. We're avoiding everything because we're like, just let me get by this. And you start asking yourself a very simple question. What's in this for me? What's in this for me? What's in this for my family? What is in this for me to actually benefit from this? Because at the end of the day, there's like one real estate agent out of 2 million that actually got into this because they didn't need the money, right? The rest of us are in this industry to make an income, to make money, to feed our families, to provide for a future, to provide those things. Okay. And at the end of the day, we have to make sure that what we are doing is actually worth it, right? Now, if I said, hey, by a show of hands, how many of you have ever received a referral payment from a contractor? There's probably a couple people on this call that have, but for a vast majority, never have. Nick, have you ever gotten any kind of a plumber? How many times have you recommended a plumber or an HVAC company?
Many times.
Numerous times,
right? And they've always said to you, yeah, man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for recommending us. Thank you so much for recommending us, right?
I mean, they're just begging you for business, but they're not giving you any.
Right? So there's a point that you just start avoiding them completely. So let's take a look at the home service industry. The home service industry last year was a $657 billion industry. $657 billion, right? Emergency home repair. Think of your loss mitigation, right? Your mold, your remediation companies, yada, yada, yada. Home maintenance, right? Plumbers, electricians, roofers, people just going out and doing stuff like that. Home improvement. Hey, we need to do a kitchen remodel. We need to do this. Now that's a huge one, right? A huge one. $475 billion. Imagine that you flip a contractor, a kitchen remodel, that's a $100,000 remodel, and they're like, hey, thanks, man. Here's a $5 Starbucks gift card. We really appreciate that.
Or a hat.
Right? Hey, yeah, here's a hat. Right? Here's a hat with our company logo. Please wear it around. We're not going to pay you for that billboard on your forehead, but thank you so much for wearing our logo. Right? Let's look at it by generation. So millennials, Gen X, baby boomers, silent generations. What is the point of this graph? The point of this graph is solicit millennials. They don't do anything on their own. They always pay other people to do it for them. Right? and that's a big one, is looking and knowing like, wow, when you look at this, you're like, wow, there's actually not that much of a difference between the generations. And what that tells you is, even though we all say, well, man, people were working on their houses more on their own. Well, I guess a little bit. But this is not really new. Whether you work with brand new people like me, I work with a lot of military. I'm prior military, right? So a lot of younger buyers are military. Whether you're working in just senior communities, it really doesn't matter. People are paying for services at the end of the day, and we as real estate agents haven't leveraged that at all, right? So what is the idea behind Revio? The idea behind Revio is to take the real estate agent and make us the center of everything. So what have we done that you can do in your community? Is I started talking to those contractors, and I started saying to the contractor, okay, HVAC contractor, I really appreciate that. What do you pay your salespeople? And they said, well, we pay our salespeople 13%. And I said, okay, so you're paying your internal sales guys 13% to go out there and really not solicit business, because I've been through their sales training. They're just out there. They're like relying on their techs basically to do it. And I said, so is it fair that me as a real estate agent, if I bring you business, that I get the same amount? And they said, yes, we will pay you 13%. Now they said, that's 13% if you close it completely on your own. If you have to have one of our closers come in, we'll split it with you, and we set up a split and some other stuff. And so now what happens is, when I refer my client after 2-3 years, whatever, right? They say, hey, Zach, man, our HVAC is starting to make a lot of noise. We're out of our home warranty at this point. We definitely need to get it replaced. Who do you recommend? Now I can say, me. Let me take care of this for you. Let me handle this for you. This is the company that I have been utilizing. Now, there is a part of this that you've got to vet the companies, right? Don't just refer your people to whatever random company. Make sure they're good. The HVAC company I recommend put an HVAC on my house. I was the first person to test their service because I needed to know that it worked, that they did a good job. And so I negotiated with them a commission split. I negotiated everything, and they are able to bring it to me at this point. I am able to get paid when my clients do this. Now, if I don't want to handle it myself, I pass it to their salespeople and we split it just like a lead generator, just like any number of a appointment setter, something like that. We have added additional home services at this point. We have roofers, electricians, solar. I talked about that in depth last time. We talked about, we have alarm systems now. Anybody that's ever sold a house knows that immediately you're going to start getting ADT hitting you up going, hey, can you give me your client's info? Can you give me your client's info? That's because that ADT person is making like $600 or $700 to sell that alarm system. So why shouldn't you make that? Imagine your clients, you say, hey, Nick, man, I know I just sold you this house. I know you mentioned wanting to upgrade the alarm system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pay for 6 months of ADT for you. And I'm going to get this set up for you because I know that you were going to do it anyway. Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Boom.
that's great.
So average commission on alarm is $600. Nick just made $300. He took the other $300 and he paid the alarm system for 6 months for his clients. So they're happy. They got an alarm system. They got all that kind of stuff. And so the idea behind this is to expand your network. Imagine if you had 50 contractors in your network, and those 50 contractors you had a reciprocal relationship with where they paid you, you paid or your clients paid them. Everybody wins. Additionally, this is 50 additional people that you can take out to lunch, 50 people that you can introduce at networking mixers, 50 people that you can send out Christmas cards to, 50 people that you can also sell their friends and family's houses. Because when all of a sudden you're not dodging contractors and you're embracing them, you're going, holy Toledo, look at my sphere and how much it just expanded. All of a sudden, you've now networked with 50 homeowners, most likely, that live in your local community. And you're now tapping into their sphere of influence. So this is what we have been doing. It has worked very, very well for us. It has been a great product. The first product that we offered was solar. And it was huge. It was huge. And we started realizing very quickly that when we started with solar, we started with roofs because our clients were asking anyway. Now, I know there's some people on here that be like, they're anti-solar. I get it. You're not in Southern California with people with $1,800 a month utility bills. It makes sense for us. Okay. If you're in Georgia, you're in, Missouri, I get it. Your utility rates are 7 cents. Ours are 70. Right. So it makes sense. And then we started realizing just how much money we were leaving on the table by not being the linchpin of our local community.
Zach, where are you located?
I'm in Southern California, in Temecula.
Where, dude? Temecula, you said?
Well, I'm actually in Menifee, which is like the stepchild
of
Temecula, but yeah, I'm in Menifee.
Cool. Next time I'm out towards your area, I'll hit you up for coffee or video games. I'm not sure which one yet.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, let's do it, man. There's a great coffee out here called Better Buzz. And Better Buzz is fantastic. It's a little more local. I think there's a few of them now.
I feel like this whole virtual event is brought to you by coffee somehow.
Right? Yeah, Better Buzz, they're great. They're in Temecula, they're in Menifee, they're in San Diego, and then Carlsbad or something like that.
We should call Tim Hortons, Starbucks, and what is it?
Right? Exactly. Get some
today.
So Zach, if somebody goes to this website, revioshare.com/real estate or /real-estate and fill out this form, what happens?
Yeah, so that's just if you want access to our network that we've already set up, then you can get access to it. So when it comes to when it comes to HVAC, we're very limited in just our area right now because that's a very specific relationship. If they want access to our solar, we can do solar. If they want access to roofing, we can do roofing. Alarms, we can do nationally. We have a few other products as well. Or if somebody is just like, Zach, I would love to do this on my own. Cool, I'll teach you. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm not going to try to solicit you to join my brokerage or any of that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, I just like helping people and I like seeing people grow. And so if somebody's like, hey, how do I ask the contractor for this? I'll tell you.
So are you okay having, say, 5 HVAC companies, or do you want one that all the business goes to?
My goal is to have one, right? Okay. And so I'll touch on this because somebody's going to say RESPA in the chat, right? Is during the escrow process, do you need to recommend 3? Yes. Okay. You need to recommend 3 service providers, 3 home inspection companies, 3 roofers, blah, 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 during the escrow. After escrow, RESPA doesn't apply though. Right. So once escrow is closed, once you're out of a fiduciary contract with your clients, it doesn't apply. And so
they call you after the fact and ask you for a recommendation.
Yeah. At that point, you are just a normal human.
Right.
Do you market this to your clients? Do you say, hey, want access to our vendor list, or do you want them to come to you with all their questions?
So I don't really like put the vendor list out there because I don't want my client to go directly to my vendor and then my vendor not know where they came from, because then we're relying on our clients to say, hey, I need to, I came from Zach. So I would rather them call me, because that's also another point. I was talking to an agent, and very, very high producing agent, known as an Icon agent, 5-time Icon agent. And how did he hit Icon? He had 60 to 70 touch points a year for his top clients. 60 to 70 touch points a year. Birthdays, monthly emails, phone calls, yada, yada, yada. And I look at this as just another touch point. Just another touch point.
I mean, and it's a valuable touch point too. I would get annoyed after 70 touch points, but I mean, that's just me. But I mean, this is a valuable touch point, and it means, and the touch points have to have value, first of all.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
You made it an easy button for people, because nobody wants to go to Google and search through all these HVAC techs or roofers. They just want to be like, hey, who do you have? Who do you know? You always help me out. So you're top of mind.
100%.
Your vendors are top of mind with you. It's just it's genius. Gosh, now I have more to do today.
Question. How do you keep your clients from remembering to reach out to you if this is something that they need, or do you just reach out? Do you just continuously touch on them and
portions in the follow-up, brother? And at the end of the day, they're going to forget, and they're going to meet some dude. I sold cars for a long time, and we had a saying in the car business: everybody is just looking until they meet a salesperson, right? True. And they shop from dealership to dealership to dealership until they meet a salesperson. And so when it comes down to it, the fortune's in the follow-up. We all know that. Why do none of us want to do follow-up? Because it's boring and it's not fun. And it's, everybody needs to go read the slide edge a few times. And so the fortunes of the follow-up, I think that there's a lot that you can do with incorporating this. If you're doing community events, you invite your vendors to your community event. Let them have a booth, have them sponsor it. When I do a community event, I have a cleaning company that's there. They do home cleaning, and then they also have a dry cleaning business and my junk removal company. The three of us sponsor events together all the time, like my Easter egg hunt and stuff like that. We split up the costs. And so a good portion of this is to set up your own community events where you're not just relying on your city's community events. Maybe you're setting up your own Easter egg hunt and you've got 16 vendors there and they're all your vendors.
Zach, what were those 2 other companies that you team up with to do this?
You mean the ones for my events?
Yeah.
My junk removal company and then my cleaner are my 2 mains. Yeah. They have a dry cleaning business. This is actually a super, super cool one. Here's an outside the box one for y'all. When your clients are first moving into the house, it's super stressful for them, and laundry is a big one. If you find a local laundry company that does pickup, folding, washing, and delivery, not necessarily in that order, because you're going to wash it before you fold it, but they can pick it up, do all their laundry for them, deliver it back to their house. Imagine you call your clients, you're like,
dude,
hey,
wash and fold's the greatest invention.
Right? And just imagine you call your clients, you're like, hey, I went ahead and scheduled this for you guys if you want it. If you don't want it, that's fine. But I scheduled a laundry service to go ahead and pick up all your laundry for you this week. They're going to wash it. They're going to fold it. They're going to dry it. They're going to bring it back to your house for you, ready to rock and roll.
Imagine they bring it back to your new house.
Right. Exactly. Right. They're going to bring it back to your new house for you. Just a huge one for people. And now I built a relationship with the cleaner where all of a sudden, I'm getting all of their friends and family and all that kind of stuff.
So you build the relationship and then you say, hey, I'm just going to send you this contract now that we've agreed to what this relationship looks like. Or is it just hey, I trust that you'll
contract, absolutely contract. ChatGPT can write it in 4 seconds for you, and I'm a huge fan of AI, which is why I was annoyed about the typo, because it should have caught that.
You know what? It's interesting. So this is the one thing that AI will not be able to replace, because this is all about relationships and providing value and being human,
That's exactly it. People don't really care about what you do. They care that you care about them. And at the end of the day, if you show your clients that you care, right? If you say, hey guys, I was going back through my files and I was looking through your home inspection, and I noticed that there was some stuff in there about your HVAC system being close to replacement, or your water heater being close to replacement. You're at the end of your home warranty. Is your plan to renew your home warranty, or are you are you going to think about replacing these things? What's your idea here? What do you want to do? And they might say to you, man, we've actually been looking at water heaters. We want to go tankless. Well, perfect. Let me hook you with my plumber. He can be out tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Dude, what a genius touch point, Stacey. I'm just saying, I don't know why I said Stacey, but I feel like Stacey's so enthralled, right? So like, what a genius. Well, Stacey's all about going through her database like every single day. What a genius touch point to like review home inspections from past clients. You know what I'm saying? And then find, oh, you know what? This electrical outlet, you know, the inspector said it should have been updated and it wasn't, and the seller didn't do it, and blah blah blah. Hey, did you ever update that outlet? Because I can recommend an electrician or whatever it is. You know what I mean? I think that's such a great idea.
Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, this is something that I love is that 100 people, you need 100 VIPs in your database that you treat like gold, and you'll have more real estate business than you could ever have. I know a real estate agent here locally, decent producer, 20, 30 deals a year. And every single one of her deals is a past client referral. Every single one, no cold lead gen at all. And it's really cool because one thing that she does is she has a client, and she's either a Dodgers fan or she's a Padres fan. I don't remember which one, but they hate each other. So we'll just call her a Padres fan. And her client is like an avid Dodgers fan, loves the Dodgers. So every year she buys him a hat, she buys him a Dodgers jersey, and she buys him tickets to Dodgers games every single year. These are like 2 real estate deals a year, right? And so she goes out of her way to buy these things that she hates, right? She feels gross when she touches the Dodgers hat, but it shows her client that she truly cares about him, which is huge. Yeah, which is huge.
Okay, so if someone wants to be a part of Revio, the perks are what? They get access to your database of vendors, right?
Yeah, we'll help them build a database locally in their area.
You'll help them build it locally?
Yeah, they'll help them build it. I mean, I'll do that regardless for people. When it comes to our current stuff with ADT and a few others that you're already set up, a normal person can't just sign up with ADT to sell ADT. We had to sign up with Safe Streets, and we had to build an entire LLC around it. So we started with the largest ADT dealer in the country to make sure that we were working with the best. And then there's a bunch of other stuff too. There's a bunch of other things that we are partnering with that we brought up, the solar side. I did see a question about commission and solar. I'll tell you right now, the percentage of commission on a solar deal is better than what we make as real estate agents. You can make
the commission on what is better
on a solar deal. So we make, you're right, we make a certain percentage on real estate, somewhere 3 below. Solar, you're talking about of the project cost between 15 and 30%. So a $100,000 solar system, a solar person could make $15,000 to $30,000 very easily.
That's crazy, dude.
It's insanity. It's insanity. I've met solar guys that I was going to recruit to my team that I didn't recruit them based on morals and ethics because of what they were doing to people. And my goal is to just put them out of business.
That's a good goal.
All right. You know, at the end of the day, here's the thing. I always tell people, don't mess with real estate agents. We know everybody. We know everybody in the local community. At least we should.
Well, if you're a good one, you know everybody.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So, Stacey, you have a million questions?
My head is actually spinning with this one. I don't even
me too.
know where to go. I just really want to start this. So I'm going to start this tomorrow.
So Spencer, your boy Spencer is in the chat. We're partnering with nationwide companies that have trackable APIs, so everything is 100% transparent for all members. So you can track all deals to completion and money into your bank account. Can Revio work in an area that's unknown to you? So, like, I guess an area that you don't typically. I'm not sure what that question.
Like unknown to me or unknown to you?
I don't know. Like I don't know. I would assume that you'd wanna deal with your market area and your.
Maybe Vicky means like she just moved to the area.
Maybe. I don't know.
I would say that would be a great way to do that. I mean, I would tell you, I mean, I'm pretty old school. If you move to a new area, I'm like hold an open house every day for 30 days. But yeah, so you could. I mean, it can work anywhere. Mickey, at the end of the day, this is just a relationship game. And all I'm telling people to do is everything that every broker has ever told you and every sales trainer has ever told you, go build relationships. I'm just teaching you how to make money on those relationships is really what it comes down to, because I don't think that we shouldn't be getting paid.
Well, she's saying Toronto, so I guess unknown to you personally, Zach.
Yeah. I mean, I can help, you know, Vicky, at the end of the day, whether I just help you build this yourself, you know, maybe we just do like a Zoom training or something like that with a bunch of people, or whether Revio expands up there. I mean, I'm open to everything. I had this idea 4 years ago. I built the logo, the whole agent logo, like 4.5 years ago. paid somebody on Fiverr to make it because AI didn't exist yet. And it's really come full circle since then. And I'm pretty excited. I think it's a lot of fun.
Okay, so what's the benefit for you to have someone like Stacey join you?
Yeah,
What-
no, we have a small override for any of the companies that
Okay.
we work with at Revio. Revio gets a little tiny percentage. The salesperson makes way more than us. This isn't
Yeah.
like a real estate team lead keeping 50% of your money.
Yeah.
We get like a tiny little portion of everything. It's like the movie Office Space, just a little bit,
You get to keep the stapler?
Exactly. I have a red stapler somewhere. I don't know where it is.
Okay, cool. I get to keep my stapler. That's all I care about.
Okay, cool. So if we want to do this, we really should go through you and not try to do this ourselves.
Stacey, just do the easy way and go through Zach. Okay, don't try to reinvent the wheel.
I don't really need another project. Can somebody just help me implement this because I love this?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it because it's brought a whole new. Everybody's a little bored in real estate sometimes, and this to me has been the kind of breaking through that a little bit of, oh my God, I am so bored with real estate and real estate and real estate. But yeah.
And Stacey, are you going to get into streaming video game content too, so you can meet potential?
I am not good at video games.
Oh, she's not going to do that.
I
Okay,
think
good. That's still good for us, Tristan. We can still jump into that.
We're good. We're safe.
Yeah, this is awesome. And I guess it would only work with, if you have if you're a brand new agent, it would be difficult, right? I mean,
No, go have meetings, right? Go to
This is-
Starbucks.
yeah, but who are you going to refer these people
Or
to?
the Buzz.
That's the thing. Is go meet them. Go to join a BNI, join a networking group. Well, you probably can't get into BNI if you're brand new, but join a networking group. Go to a contractor meetup. Go join the flipping Chamber of Commerce. For Christ's sake, join the Chamber of Commerce. When you see a construction company, go walk up. How's it going? You're ripping out of a roof. Show me what you're doing. Right? Be personable. Don't be a secret agent. Right? Talk about your business. Patrick asked a quick question. How are the contractors? We do 1099 W9 stuff. We have everything set up through our LLC of Revio, where we contractually they have to pay us on everything. Otherwise, they're just setting themselves up for a lawsuit.
I also think being a new agent, like what else are you doing? Go make those relationships anyway. Go
When
back.
you're new- yeah,
years
I would
ago.
say when you're new, you're poor in capital, but you're rich in time.
Yes.
Get your butt out there and pound the pavement.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Good words to end this. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for doing this
Appreciate you.
again.
Thank you so much, y'all.
And I
Love
love
it.
watching how you've leveled up with this since we last talked. So thank
Big
you.
time. Big time. Appreciate y'all.
Great job.
Thanks, Zach.
Oh my gosh, he figured out how to turn a nickel into a dollar.